Hello, everyone. Looks like I am clipping my audio. There we go. As you can see, my VTuber is very static because... oh my goodness, what a train wreck of a stream setup. Yeah, my cam isn't working. Our alert, we have none of our OBS plugins because I moved to a new computer. Got a drive failure, so we are streaming on duct tape and bubble gum setup here today. So I was like, I wonder if I can just add a simple breathing animation to Bunlip or something, but I mean, whatever. How's the volume, everyone? How is the volume? Volume check. Mic check. How are we doing? Chat, how are we doing? Can you even hear me? Volume's a bit saturated. I don't know what you mean by saturated. I'm going to assume you mean that the music is too high, so I'm going to lower that. I'm going to assume you mean game volume. Bun is a PNG tuber today. Hey, my lips flap. The volume's a bit too high for the voice. Turn your volume down. Here. The volume's a bit too saturated. Do you understand how little that narrows it down? Also, we have no alerts, so I'm gonna be the alerts today. Thank you, Joker King, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Wash Your Rice. Great name, by the way. And thank you, Final Fantasy 7, for your Prime subscription. Oh my gosh. The volume is 2? Okay, Ghost. Y'all are being silly. Just let me know if it's good or not. Oh my good golly gee willikers. Am I clipping? Is that what you mean when it's too loud? Is that what you mean? Hello? Anyone? Alright, anyways. I'm going to just, seeing as no one in chat is being helpful, I'm going to just assume that everything is good, and we're just gonna go on ahead. Thanks, chat. Thank you, Ghost. It's nice to see someone here in chat who's actually being helpful, unlike a certain someone. So it's good now. Okay. Maeve, hello. Hello. Okay, so we're going to get into it. So chat, today we are going to... That's too small. Let's do 1.3. We're going to work on something kind of boring. We're going to be working on code backend for the Nightmare Kart DLC. So as you can see, when you go to new game, it now asks you which... Yeah, I'm staring into your fucking soul. The girl reading this. If you're not a girl, disregard. Yeah, so now you can add, it asks you which campaign you want to start. And of course, Dabbler64. Hello, how's it going? Dabbler. Great name. Rolls right off the tongue. Right. Excuse me. So we have the main, so this is just the main campaign, and this is the DLC campaign. So just one small thing is the DLC campaign will change the blue gradient to a red gradient. Whoa. And oh, my stream deck doesn't work either, so no Vine booms today. Sorry, chat. Oh, goodness gracious, excuse me. Yeah, so basically, you'll select the old carts. There's no introduction, there's no tutorial or anything, obviously, because those don't exist yet. Can't add what doesn't exist yet. So we have the framework here. So we are in the campaign interstitial, which now has a separate campaign spreadsheet, which it reads all the data from, which is, how the campaign works, right? So we're just gonna skip all that beautiful writing that I did months ago And so next up is save. So as you can see, we have a red gradient now. Isn't that cool? So there's now going to be two different types of player saves. There's going to be the main campaign save and the DLC campaign save. And of course, there's also the core save, right? Which saves your like free play unlocks, and it also saves how many player saves there are, stuff like that. So there are three saves. Just core save. Core save also saves your graphic settings and stuff. And then there's the player save. These are the player saves, right? This is what you'd expect. But then there is the DLC save. So there's going to be the player save main campaign and the DLC save. That system doesn't really exist yet. So that is what we're going to do today, at least in part. We're going to make a separate third save system that reads your player save, that saves a DLC version of the player save. So first things first, I added a single variable into the save data. Which is, you can see it right here, which campaign. Which campaign is either main or DLC. Super simple. So theoretically, I need to test this, of course, but theoretically, every save right now is automatically converted into a main campaign save. Right? And then we're going to use this as a filter. So we're going to go into the campaign interstitial menu. Okay. The camp inter, as it's called internally, okay. So where is our menu? Here we go. Is the outfit swap still available? It is, it is. I do have VC face here. It doesn't, there's no camera working, but I can change the outfits. We're gonna change our static character. No ice, hello. Okay. So enter the save reload menu. And what it should do, what we need to do is basically there are the player save is either main or DLC. It will never display both at the same time. So we need to make a filter system. Here, you know what? I'm gonna make the rules a little more bold, or the outline a little bit thicker. So okay, that's a bit much. Gotta be nice and legible. Staying safe and warm, yes. My apartment is equipped with heating. Okay. So, first things first, player save. So we have a value here. This is the main value. Which campaign is the player currently in? First time chat, hello Lion Cub, how you doing? Nice hair, thank you. Am I going to implement multiplayer in the game? Multiplayer is already implemented to the game. You love my game, thank you. It was a team effort with many people. Okay. So, the first thing that's really important is the slots. So, I'm sorry, this stream's mostly just gonna be me staring at this shit right here and talking to myself. I need to remind myself how this works. Slot selected. Here we go. Okay. So, basically, chat, each save is given a slot, right? Pretty simple stuff. Save slot 1, save slot 2, save slot 3, save slot 4. Now, you can have both a main campaign save in a slot 1 and a DLC campaign save in a slot 1. So those are both theoretically the same slot. So I need to make a separate list of slots that's just for the DLC saves. So slot 1, now it should be in the core save. See, we have, you can't see because of our rules, we have save slots right here. So we need to find that. Okay, so we were in the wrong function. What version of Unreal Engine is this? This is Unreal Engine 4.25. And we got our first crash, everyone. I don't have my soundboard, unfortunately. Do I have access to the files though? Hold on. Do I have cheering.wave? Here it is. Our first crash of the day. First crash on the new desktop. Here, while this is rebooting, we'll add more text. We need to add a crash counter. Where's Comic Sans? Where's my favorite font? There you are. Bold. Beautiful. No, that's too big. Now it's a computer. All right, back to work. Here, let me put crash counter down here. What if we put the rules down here? Whatever. So it's been a sec. I kind of need to go through my code and re-familiarize myself with everything I wrote. So a 3-stream streak. Oh my gosh, Gentle M. What happened to my PC? Drive failure. Also, I just needed to update because it's been years. Okie dokie. So, save slots. Hold on, chat. I'm so sorry. I just need to stare at my code for a second. Player save has a... There has to be a slot. Oh! I'm silly. Am I silly? Chat, am I silly? Chat, I think I'm silly. Chat, I think I'm silly. Okay. So actually, I think the save slot is actually in the save file name itself. Yes. Okay. So let me just snip this. So basically, this is how it works. These are our save files and our main settings and the backup, of course. So the actual slot it's in is in the name of the save file itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Bunny! I am a bunny. Do I read that value? Current slot number 0. Current stat number. First time chatter. Lizik. Lizik? Hello, Lizik. Liz. Hello, Liz. How's it going? A bit frazzled. It's been a sec since I've looked at all this code. Okay. Okie dokie. So we need to go to player save. No, we need to go to core save. And add another save slots. DLC. Okie dokie. And then we're gonna go to GI, get which campaign, select. We're gonna call this DLC The Old Karts. I don't have any plans to make a second DLC update, but it is good to give yourself a framework if you want, right? Who knows what the future brings? Alright, so save slots for main. Okay. Okay, so looks like we already have, okay, so we already partially did this. I would like to move on from Nightmare Kart at some point in the future of my life. It's true. I love the meme games, but Maori, hello! I do love the meme games, but I want to start making more serious, or not serious, but like original stuff, you know? Okay, so chat, we are going to save our first DLC save. Wait, where's our crash counter? Oh, it's down there. I'm so used to the crash counter being on the top right. Right, new game, Old Karts DLC. No, okay, chat. Okay, chat. So this is currently displaying, excuse me, the main campaign DLC, right? So that was that was the original issue. So, right, here we go. Okay, so GI game instance get which campaign? Whoops. All right, so main campaign is, as you saw in the image, KSAV1. DLC will be TOKSAV1, capital K, the old carts. All right, so chat, this theoretically should filter our saves now. We should now have a filter system for our save files. So let us go and try this out. Let's see. Campaign, new game, old carts. Lettuce. It's empty. We did it. So I'm gonna, just to be safe, I'm gonna save in slot 5 because we don't have a main save in slot 5. And you know what? Let's put one in 6 too. We also need a way to input our name, because in the main campaign, the save name is just your hunter's name, right? But in the DLC, you don't make a custom hunter. You play as an established character, Victor. So we just need to, I guess we're just naming our save file. So that's what we're gonna do. Which is fine, right? It'll just be like, please name your save file. And then it'll give you the keyboard. Okie dokie. So. So now we're going to look at our, oops. Okay, so as you can see, it did not. It made a main campaign save in slot 5. That's bad. It should be TOK save, not K save, right? As a reminder, K save is a main campaign save file. TOK save is a DLC campaign save file. We were in the DLC and we saved in slot 5, and it made a main game save file. So that's a major issue. Don't know what happened there. Oh, I'm silly. I was in, this is a bit embarrassing. I was in the wrong part of the code. LOL. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. Load menu reminds you of Final Fantasy VII. Probably the blue gradient. Oopsie daisies! Ba 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 ba. Alright, so we're gonna save in slot 5. Magnifique! Hello! And slot 8. How's the show coming along? Good. We are first pass. We are still in first pass animation. We're probably gonna hit a minute of animation for episode 2. About a minute of animation in first pass rough animation. Which of course does not mean that if the episode is 10 minutes long like the last one, we are not 10% done. Right? This is a first pass. They're going to do a second pass of polish. And then, of course, we have to do everything else. We have to do subtitles and captions and, coming up with marketing and cutting a trailer and doing a thumbnail and handling all the YouTube shenanigans and all that stuff. But almost a minute of first pass animation is pretty good, I would say. Will it come out as it's made? Episode 2 will be uploaded as soon as it's finished. Okay. So, I'm a good girl, and now that I've been a good girl and actually altered the code in the correct spot, we now have K-Save 5 and 8. That's good. So we now have our save files. Okay, so new bunny stream. It's true. I'm a new bunny. So now if we go to load game, yeah, now it displays both. Slot 8, we only have, hold on chat, we only have slot 8. No. Okay, hold on. Let me make a DLC slot, save slot, in a save that isn't. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna save in slot 9. Here, I'm just gonna slot 9. Okay, chat, I see the issue. When I save, here, I just saved in slot 9. In just the DLC, it made both a save in for the it made both of these files when I saved. So for some reason, it is saving both a DLC campaign save and a main save and a main campaign save. Okay. I think I just need to plug this in here. I think this is a redundancy fix. Where if there, okay, I think I have a fail safe that basically checks if a save you're trying to save to doesn't exist or load or whatever, it'll just make one. And of course that was only programmed to do a excuse me, it was only programmed to do a main save, a main campaign save. So it would, I would save or load a slot in the DLC, and it'd be like, oh, well, there isn't a save there, so I'm gonna make one, but it only checks the main campaign. So I know this is very confusing. I'm trying my best to keep up here. To make this as understandable as possible. Can I store these save files on a floppy disks and pretend they're memory cards? It only reads from a specific folder in your drive, so it can't read off of floppy disks, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna save in slot 9. Here, you know what? I'm gonna just put this right here so you can see my saves. They're kind of small. Oh, hold on. We're gonna save, we're gonna see what happens together. And as you can see, it just made a save slot in both the main campaign and the DLC campaign. What is going on here? But you saw that happen, right? I think I'm just gonna take every instance where it just reads the main campaign save and put this switch in here. Okay. So let's try it now. We're gonna delete save 9 on both the main campaign and the DLC campaign. Hello, Butts418. I'm kind of not the only person for liking the RX Energy Blend, referencing to the Zona right next to my static VTuber. Yeah, I'm a fad. I'm a fan of the energy mix. But okay, so we're gonna go back to the DLC. Okay, and then we're gonna save on slot 9. And as you can see on the right here, this is our save folder. Okay, perfect. That worked. Do I have my manual? I don't. But as you can see here, okay, let me zoom in on this. Let me zoom in on this. So as you can see here, we made a save slot in the DLC for save 9, and we do not have any save slots in save 9 for the main campaign. So that worked properly. So it is working as expected. That's good. So now we're going to go into So we have saves 1 through 6. Save slots 1 through 6. For the main campaign. And then for the DLC campaign, we just have a slot in save 9. Now, what I want to do is make a save slot in, let's just say slot 6. So we have, for the DLC, so we have both a save slot in slot 6 for both the DLC campaign and the main campaign. Okay. So now, when we hit load, we have slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and nothing in slot 9. So this should theoretically just be displaying the main campaign save files. Don't worry, we'll put a title above the, you know, we'll do work into the visuals to make sure it's displaying the information correctly. I should say like main campaign saves or something. Once again, no backseating or suggestions or ideas. Thank you. So what we're gonna do is, I already have it set to a toggle. You press R1 or E to toggle which campaign is being displayed. There's no controls listed. That will be later. But yeah, so. Crony, good morning. Hello. We're going to, okay. So, so we're gonna go to the main. Okay, we're no longer in campaign interstitial. So we're gonna go to main. The main menu. The main menu, if I'm not mistaken, is the only menu where you can load save files. So for everyone who just joined, we are expanding the save system to include both main campaign saves and DLC campaign saves, which is very complicated, but we're doing it. So as you can see right here, right? So this is what the game used to look like, just this, right? You had your settings, your core save, and there's now a backup system. Because the cabinet kept corrupting your files, the arcade cabinet. And then you have your player saves, right? These were just called player saves back then. So whenever you see, you're playing through the campaign and you make a save in whatever slot, that's what these were. That's what these are, right? So now we're expanding it to K-save is now just the main campaign. And now we have TOK save, which is now the old cards. So that's the DLC. So we now have to make a filter system that will display just the main campaign saves or the DLC saves. That's what we're working on today. Also, that K should be capitalized. I guess they should all be capitalized, huh? It'd be T-O-K, because it's not O isn't of, it's old, so it should be capital. So it should be talk save. K save and talk save. Imagine the savings. Y'all are so funny. Okay. Talk save. Okay. Are they case sensitive, chat? I actually have no idea. Here, let's find out. Are save files case sensitive? I guess we're gonna find out, huh? Okay, we are entering the DLC. We're gonna save. Ha! They're not case sensitive. Wait, if we save, will it change it to be case sensitive? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete these. So our game broke. Why are you empty? Slot 9 is bugged. Whoa, interesting. Okay. Well, delete won't work because we haven't set that up yet. Yeah, 9 is bugged. Slot 6 worked fine. 9 is bugged. Okay, so we're gonna start over. We're gonna enter the DLC again. Okay, now it works fine. Okay, so 9 now works okay. If I click on it. Yeah, see, it's broken. It doesn't display the name or the insight, and I can't move. I have to lose focus and then get focus back on. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Same as slot 8. 8 is also bugged. I guess we're gonna revert. I guess trying to change the case kind of fucked everything up, didn't it? Jim says, this is, Jinim, says, this is why I wouldn't be a game developer, because I wasn't have the patience like you. I wouldn't have the patience like you have. It does require a lot of patience, it's true. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Okay, I think it was just always broken. You know why? Okay, when we save on a slot that also has a main campaign save on that slot, it works, right? So like, there's a main campaign slot. Oh my god, hold on. If I save at slot 1, it's gonna say Lilith, isn't it? Oh, okay. So it's reading. Okay, I know exactly what's happening, chat. It is reading. It is creating a save file for the DLC, and it is displaying the save data for the main campaign, right? So if there is no, so it is displaying save data, but it is displaying save data from the wrong slot, from the wrong campaign. So if we do slot 7, there is no save data in slot 7 for the main campaign, so it has nothing to load because it is loading the wrong data. So it breaks, right? Okay. See, this is what we call debugging. How is that possible? Chat, give me some good From Software music to stream code to. What's the Dark Souls 2? What's the Majula? Right? Majula plus ambience? No ambience, please. No, Majula's too sad. Probably Dark Souls music is probably too sad. And all the Armored Core 6 music is boring, hot take, except for like one track. Let's just do Armored Core 2. Why not? Armored Core 2 main menu music extended.
On Vinted, you can
Oh, ew, go away. I swear the ads on YouTube have been gotten so aggressive as of late. Okie dokie. So chat, I did tell it to read the correct save data. But when we select a slot, Coney says they have ever since they have, I'm assuming, gotten more aggressive with ads ever since they've been waging a silent battle with ad block. I forgot to install ad block. Zombie Killer says Banjo-Kazooie music might be copyrighted. Well, first off, that's not From Software, but that would be here you are. Okay, that would be. As far as I'm aware, video game music is okay with very few rare exceptions. uBlock Origin is what I need to get. I mean, I would never do that, officer. Oh, this one loops incorrectly. Ew, that's disgusting. This loop is awful. Hold on, we need to get it better. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Why is this so hard? I can't find it. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, I think I found it. Luna says, me when I get an email because my awesome and cool bundle stickers will be delayed due to higher forces. Probably the crazy, like, foot of snow. We had a mild snowstorm, a couple days ago. In New York. Okay, anyways, so right here, it is, yeah, so basically, when we make a save slot, it refers to a different function, than if it just wanted, then compared, blah, 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 okay, so, blah, 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 when you enter the save screen, it populates the list with save files. We added the expanded functionality there, but when you create a save file, when it populates that save file's data, it grabs from a different function, and we didn't update that. So we just did. So theoretically, we probably just fixed that. So we're going to go to new game, DLC. Okay, so we're gonna slot 8. There we go. Okay, cool. So now they're all none. Cool. That's good. I'm gonna delete some of these. So okay, so now in the load menu, we have to press R1 to change campaigns, or E for keyboard players. That's what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna go to main menu carts. Okay, so this is where the UI toggle function is grabbed. So I guess for now, get which campaign. We're gonna make a simple toggle system. Arcane and Honey Azalea, I'm going to kindly and politely ask you two to take your private conversation into DMs. Thank you very much. You are clogging the chat. Okay. Dabbler64 replied with a cross. Okay, enter a load save slot menu. Refresh slots. Okay. Rippin' pepperoni. One sec, chat. I need to pause music for a second. Okay. Gaming Skull, hello! How are you doing? First time chatter, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good time. Okay, so there we go. I think that was the issue. Hey, look at that. Whoa. Outfit swap. Okay. Let's change our static VTuber. Glad you're able to finally catch a stream. Watched a lot of my YouTube vids. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you liked them. Excuse me. You weren't supposed to watch those. Hey, Quinny. They never specified if it was a do not watch videos. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. This will be loading forever because this data on the right is reading only the main campaign data. Right? So we are in slot 6 for DLC, but as you can see, there's slot 6 for main campaign as well. So we go to slot 6 for DLC, it will display slot 6 main campaign. So if we go to slot 9, which there is no slot 9 for main campaign, we're stuck loading forever because there's nothing for it to find. Lance Charleston says, "Hey Obanleth, how goes the nightmare about carts?" Pretty good, working on the DLC. It's going pretty good, if I don't mind saying so myself. Okay. So, pretty simple. Theoretically, anyways. I think this is it right here. Is it right here? This is delete. Okay, yeah, so we definitely want to be able to delete saves. So let's add our expanded filter system right here. Okay. Whoops, plugged the wrong thing in. There we go. That'll do it. Okay. Game School says, "I have no idea what's going on, but happy to be here." We are expanding the save system to switch between here. Well, we have enough to show you. Maeve, I'm going to kindly say that off-topic questions probably aren't relevant to the stream, won't be addressed. Thank you. Alright, so as you can see, there's no UI just saying as such, but these are saves for the main campaign. And these are saves for the DLC campaign. So now we have a toggle system. Obviously, it isn't working fully, but, you know, we are working on it. That's what the stream is. So right now, the more info on the right is not displaying correctly. So we just need to figure out, where the fuck I programmed that and add our expanded functionality there. Here it is. Taco says, "First time watching, my brain already got fried, LOL." Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So this data that is being read from the save file and updated is not displaying correctly. So let me just grab this one and here we go. Here we go once again. Can you inflate the rules big and round? No. Why would you want that? Is that a joke? Is that an epic reference? Are you just memeing? Okay, what is this? Sorry, I was hacked. Well, unfortunately, if your account's compromised, then I'm going to have to ban you because I don't want a compromised account hanging out in my chat. That's a joke, but be careful when you say sorry I was hacked to someone who is in charge of an internet space. How on earth does one keep up with all of this? I'm genuinely astonished. How do I say it? How do I describe this? Imagine you're writing a book, and it's 300 pages long, and you know, you're like, well, I don't remember what this character's exact motivation was. So you flip back to the page where the character says their exact motivation, and you go, oh yeah, that's right. And then you go back to the end, the most recent part of the book, and continue to write. More or less that. But in a more abstracted form, right? Okay. This should theoretically work now. Ethrad says, meow. I'm assuming they're doing it in the Bellshipper voice. Okay, I think we're good. Taco says, that's a pretty understandable way to put it. Thank you. I pride myself on being understandable. I'm an understandable woman. Because, like, you know, a person who's writing a book, they don't have all 200 pages memorized, right? Just like I don't have all this code memorized. Yeah, I just have to go around refamiliarizing myself and go like, oh, right, I did do that. Like, years ago. I do remember now, though. Right? So now we can continue to work on it. Cooney says, it's so poetic and sets up a huge villain arc Void is going to have later. The motivation really speaks for itself when Void says meow. Okay, so chat, there is a small issue. Hold on. I'm gonna delete all these saves. I believe there's gonna be a bug that pops up if you have only saves in the DLC and no saves for the main campaign. I believe we'll get a bug. Right, see? Now there's no load button. Because the load button only pops up when there is a save file, but only in the main campaign. Load button couldn't load. Shit. And the way this is set up is we can't. Okay, I think I know what to do. So now we just can't access our now we just can't access our saves. Right? There's just no load button. Okay, so we're going to dupe. Locate. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Close. Enter. Oh, golly. Open. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna put a do once here, just as a contingency. So we're basically checking. So basically, what the system does is check if there is even a single save file under main campaign, and then when it finishes, if it hasn't found one, if it finds one, it closes the gate. If it hasn't found one, this gate is still open. So then it will then go ahead and check if there is the old Kart's DLC campaign save. This is a bit this is a little bit spaghetti. Let me clean it up just a little bit. There you go. So now, theoretically, it should be able to work. It should work now. Emphasis on should. That is not campaign mode. There we go. Okay, there's a load. This is an edge case for sure. I want to say most people will start the main game before starting the DLC. So I think if I was a good girl, I would make it so if you load and there's no main game DLC, it should just automatically enter the DLC. Oh, I should totally do that. Ah! Okay, that's fine. I should be a good girl and make it work as people would expect. Fine. Okay, so... excuse me. Perfect. Okay, so now if you only have a save file in the main campaign... Or sorry, if you have no main campaign saves and just DLC campaign saves, you press load game, it'll just automatically launch into the DLC save files. If I was a good girl, which I'm not. I'm a bad girl, actually. Why do you have 0 insight? You have 0 insight because these are bad saves. Hearing Bunlith use puppy girl terms, I'm sorry, Stray. I'm gonna say it right here. Good girl is not exclusive to puppy girls. Any girl can be good. Any girl can be good, Stray. That is not a puppy girl term. That is just a term. Any girl can be good, chat. Any girl can be good. I can be a good girl, and it doesn't mean I'm a puppy. I hope you heard that. I was stabbing my finger into my desk as I said that. Excuse me. You theoretically shouldn't even be able to switch campaigns if there's no save in the other one, but I think it's fine. Okay, this is good. This is working. This is going a lot more smoothly than I thought. I thought this would be like the entire 3-hour stream or however long the stream is would be me ripping my hair out over this. Now, did they actually load? Let's find out together, chat. Okay, yeah, here we are. We're in level 1. I have no way of progressing through the... Wait a minute. Yeah. I think I have a debug button that does allow me to jump between levels without actually playing anything, below quit the menu. But, I'm kind of nervous to turn that back on because I might break a bunch of stuff, but... Oh, Weed Time, hello. Chris has got a clip of the sequence. Oh, of T-Pose Bunleth yelling about how any girl can be good. That'll be really funny. That'll be a really funny clip if it wasn't the fact that Bunleth was T-posing. Okay, chat. I mean, that's kind of it. Stray, can any girl be good? A thread locked after 20,000 comments of heated debate. Hell of a first stream? Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully the next stream will have a working VTuber and an alert system. Speaking of, I don't think anyone else has subscribed since... Yeah, we've had no new subscriptions. We only had 2 so far. Which is fine. I just want to make sure, because I need to call them out manually. Because I don't have any of my plugins anymore. Excuse me. Well then what's next? We have... Okay, we're gonna get rid of this rich text block. Plop you in here. Okay, so let's make the actual controls list here. We'll just plop this here. Press start input keyboard. Okay. Okay. Perfect. We need a title. So I guess change campaign should probably be on the bottom underneath back, and the actual title of the current campaign should be on the left here, where change campaign is currently. And if we press enter, now if I go through keyboard, now it's listing the key. Okay. Good. So we're gonna put you down. Down there. Let's see how that feels. Feels a little janky. Not looking for suggestions or ideas. We're just seeing how it feels at the moment. Manuela? Is it just, I forget if you're Manuel or Manuela. But hello. How you doing? Been a sec, I feel like. Trust the process. Exactly, no ice. Text. Manuela, I recently changed. Oh, congratulations. I'd assume. Congratulations are in order. Arial bold. Oh, congratulations. 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 Ah! Quinn, you beat me to it. You beat me to congratulations. Us quirky queers are reclaiming congratulations. This should be times says content. This should be no. This should be a message window. Excuse me. Oh, I was muted. My goodness, that's embarrassing. Okay. Current music is from Armored Core 2. It's the main menu music. Not really much for me to add, but just... No, I didn't really say much. Just, we need to update this text. We need more Bombiwa rewards, don't we? I was mostly locked in. I did say a few things though. Update text. Set text. Alright, get. Which campaign? Select. Okay. Campaign. Nightmare Kart. Campaign. The old carts. Yes, YouTube, I'm still listening. Jesus. Okay. I should have thought my username is pronounced Starry, not Stray. That is my fault. That is definitely my mistake. I'm so sorry. The 4 threw me off. Or I just have bad reading comprehension. Either or. Here, let me also just make this is bothering me. There we go. I should make the background semi-transparent just like I am here. Where's that set? Sierra in Wave says, yes, box resizing, parentheses, has only done like 4 beginner go-to things. At least it isn't one Roblox obstacle course, says Quinny. That's very funny. Where am I setting the freaking... I see. Okay, 0.5. Fascinating. That's a weird way to do it. But I did it that way. 0.5. Okay. You know what, chat? Can I do this? I think this would be better. Yes. Just make all these 1 point smaller. Which nightmare cart would be the best and worst roommate? Best roommate would be Leg Shark. Worst roommate would be Pig. Simple, easy. Cool. It's not updating our text, so we'll have to fix that. But yeah, this is a lot better. Honestly, I should make the loading screen just fill up the whole screen. I don't know why I didn't do that. There. I think I just wanted to see the racers in the background. I'm not really sure why I did that. Maybe we'll find out soon. All others, carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Why did the text update? Which neighbor character would be the best from worst roommate? Worst roommate's Nicholas, for sure. Best roommate, I don't even have them all off the top of my head. Hold on. Oops. Well, obviously Bunleth's the best roommate, but not including the meme characters. Nicholas is the worst. The best roommate would probably be Raven. Raven's one of the few characters who is not mean at all in the story. Raven's the only person who just helps you, no strings attached. Maybe the Dream Watchers? I guess it depends. Nicholas would be loud as fuck at 4 AM, absolutely. Oh yes, I like this. Father is so hot though. Yeah, but he'd kill you. You mean Gregory? But he would kill you. You would die. He'd call you a beast and then kill you. I mean, if you're into that, sure. But he'd kill you. Okay, I forgot to call the function. The custom event, whatever you want to call it. Very insightful. You're, thank you. You're welcome. Perfect. Look at that. I guess if we did another campaign, once again, chat. This is the only DLC campaign you're getting. But in a hypothetical future, or in a hypothetical alternate universe, I should say, if we made a third one, I guess it'd be green. I like how it changes the color of the UI. I'm actually really happy with how that changes the feel very quickly. Okay. So we are going to make it a little bit shorter, just so we can make room for our rich text. Guess we can put it here. Let's put it here. Ah! Where's my text block? Where's my rich text? What? What the fuck? That was weird. Okay, anyways. Put you up here. Eh. The secret and elusive yellow, cyan, and magenta campaigns. There we go. Well, I'll make a proper window for it, but I think, like, that notwithstanding, I think this will be good. It's a bit busy, a lot of text on screen, but also the old cards is such a good name. Thank you. We got to keep the references going, even though we're officially legally distinct. I do want to still echo Bloodborne. That's, you know, that kind of turned into the bit, right? Okay, chat. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when we get back, we'll make a window for this change campaign button. So I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello! I am back! And I made some lunch. Just a quick, you know, I had some leftover rice and beans and shit, and threw it on a tortilla, 2 of them, and threw it in the microwave. So we got some burritos, air quotes. I don't know. I think there's too much crap on this to actually fold into a burrito, but you know, yeah. Anyways, excuse me. Gonna go to edit window. We're gonna grab message window, backgrounds, paste in here. Oh goodness, excuse me. Golly. Yeah, that's kind of it, right? Girl dinner. This is absolutely some sort of girl dinner. Girl lunch? Girl lunch? I guess it's girl lunch, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good girl dinner. Girl lunch. Okay, anyways. Excuse me, my goodness. Soft tacos? I don't know. There's somewhere in between. Define a chair. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna put you here. We're gonna... Yeah, we do our UI. Bye, I. Real game developers. Put a ruler up against their fucking computer monitor screen. I don't use math and shit. I'm a nerd. No. No. No, chat. This is wrong. This shouldn't be blue. This should be uncolored. Ernesto the Gamer, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, that looks better. That looks more like, I should probably center it though. That makes it look more like a subscreen. So no blue? I'm afraid that she has not blue herself. We got any other good Armored Core 2 music? Yeah. Cordy is good. Yeah, that looks better. Emil says, do you know what the minimum requirements for Unreal software is? I have a very old PC. I do not, but you probably might be able to get that information pretty quickly from an internet search. Okay, that looks good. Here. I am very naughty. I put change campaign in as a string and not a text, which means it can't be translated. I do want to do translation for this game at some point in the future. But you do need to set your code up correctly to be able to be translated. Okay. That looks good. This looks good. It feels good. Being able to press a button to change careers, change your campaign. This feels very good. I'm really happy with this. I guess that was it for today, huh? I mean, we did hit 2 hours. That's kind of everything. Yeah, so if we load game and we only have old card save data, it'll immediately automatically jump us into old cards. But if we make a new game in Nightmare Kart, this should theoretically just, yeah, so this should play as normal. So we're playing the regular campaign, right? Excuse me. Fun. The color coding for the campaigns. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. It helps a lot. First name Bun, last name Love. Okay, so we're gonna save in slot 2. Oh, back out, quit to menu. Load game. We now defaulted to the Nightmare Kart campaign. Cool. I'm glad that works. Yeah. I like it when things work. When they should. I was expecting the stream to be way longer, but we're kind of blasting through this. Change campaign career, I think, would be a lot better. Just so we can fill up the space, right? And just calling it a career feels very racing gamey. I don't really know how to describe it. But I like change campaign career. That feels good. This feels good, chat. Chat, I'm happy with this. This loop is awful. Oh, excuse me. The text can't line break because there's not enough space. So Hunter Motorcycle is clipping off the edge there. No ideas or suggestions, please. I will fix this in my own time. I guess Insight doesn't need a line break. Yeah, okay. I'll figure that out later. Some of us names that are longer than Hunter Motorcycle. Okay, chat. I think that's gonna be it for today. I can't really think of anything else to work on, like, on this topic, right? This is all kind of working. All it's like the save system, as far as I'm aware, works. The only way to test it further is to actually play the DLC campaign, which does not exist yet. So we can't do that. But that does mean it's time to start making the campaign. We have all the levels. As far as I'm aware, every single level in the campaign is now finished. We have the battle arenas don't exist yet, but those will be super easy. But we have the beach, we have the snow level, we have the train boss, we have the Orphan of Kart's boss. The first level is in the sewers, which was not in the campaign, the original campaign. And we have the arena battles of both snow and... Actually, no, that's it. I think we just need the arena level for a snow level. I think that's it, chat. I think that's fucking it. So, like, all the levels exist, we just need to make the cutscenes and, like, the custom scripting for the campaign. So that's like, I do not know how fast those will be to make, but the levels tend to take the longest, and they're all done except for the arena battle arena. The arena battle arena, so I guess we'll do that next, or I'll do that next. I don't know if it'll be on stream or not, probably. Anyways, yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much, everyone. This has been super fun. I'm really happy how smoothly this went. It kind of just shows how much better of a programmer I've become. That like half the stream isn't just me ripping my hair out over some problem. And everything kind of just worked as expected. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And hopefully my stream setup will be better next time. So bye-bye.